Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel, and today we'll be taking a look at the Ganzo G725M Stockman. You all know that I'm a big Ganzo fan, but I had no idea they made a classic or retro style Stockman pattern knife. A lot of you might have already seen in, let's say, Walmart, the Buck Stockman, and you can see that this is like the long lost brother that lived in Ganzo world. Pretty neat. Anyway, GearBest sent me, make sure I got the right one here, sent me this Ganzo Stockman for review and letting you know, for full disclosure, if at any time you're interested in this knife, please click on the link below. You can get it for the unbelievable low price of $8.28. I want to quickly show you the box that it came in. While we're taking a look at this, I would like to mention that there is the summer sale and flash deals going on at GearBest. So I went ahead and provided links to the UK as well as the US websites also in the description box below. So let's go ahead and bring in the Ganzo Stockman. Now, I know some of you may be inclined to say, oh, look at that. They basically are copying or cloning or whatever a knife again. Well, no, absolutely not. The Stockman style knife or pattern is a very exacting kind of thing, and different manufacturers make different patterns like this Stockman. So Buck is only one. You could probably find some by Case and Old Timer, which is Charade, same company. They all make this pattern as well as other retro or old style patterns that have been around for a very long time. Canoe comes to mind as another one, but there's many out there. However, I went ahead and brought in this Buck down here just to show you. $20, Ganzo $8.28. That's the price difference. But having looked at these for the last couple of days and messing with them, identical almost in every way, with the exception of some very small little details, but quality is right on par, if not a little better than the Buck, in my opinion. So let me not mix things up and bring the Buck out of the picture, and we'll take a look at the Ganzo. So again, Stockman style, and this is a medium size Stockman. You can have large and small ones also, but Stockmans have 3 blades. You have your clip point. There's your clip point, and if you notice, there's no lock. This is a slip joint. All of these blades are slip joints. So if you're in the UK, I know that's important if you want to carry it, but you can see how that, by the way, there is no half stop. Some of the more expensive slip joints will have like a half stop right in the middle. This does not. However, has a nice little good snap there. Works pretty good. Also, with your classic Stockman, you're going to have, like I said, the clip point, and you're going to have a Spey and a Sheepsfoot. So here's the Sheepsfoot, or Warcliffe, but they call it a Sheepsfoot. You can see it is made in China. You can see you have your nail nicks here. There's your nail nick there. And this is your, let me close this because I don't want to cut my finger. This is your Spey blade. What is a Spey blade? That's for castrating animals. It's sort of like a mini Tano. See, you got a little Tano action going on, but it's not. It's absolutely not a Tano blade at all. It's anyway. Just wanted to show you some of the differences. I'm going to go ahead and pull out the Spey on this Buck, and you can see that on the Ganzo, the base of the blade here, it's a little bit heftier. And that's what the case with almost all the blades. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and pull out the main clip point blade, compare it to the Buck, and you can see what I'm talking about. Here's the Buck. Alright, and you can see a little bit thicker down here. However, the weights are the same, 1.9 ounces, so it's nice and light. Let's take a look at the other side. There's another big difference, blade steel. Buck uses their 428C. This is weird. Ganzo uses a German 4116 Krupp Stainless Steel. Has, you know, good edge retention. It's on par with the 440C. However, its corrosion resistance is actually much better. It was developed for the medical industry, and also used in food preparation, this particular German steel. But it does very good in the corrosion resistance. However, you know, edge retention is, you know, 440C-ish, nothing to write home about. But you could sharpen it just as easy. So it may lose the edge very easy, but you can put an edge back on it. And that's common with blades in this price range and this size and style. Very common, if not a little better, because you got that better corrosion resistance. Let's go ahead and talk dimensions really quick. The clip point is 2.63 inches, and that's from the bolster here to the edge. And then you have your Sheepsfoot, which is 1.78 inches. Again, from the bolster to the point. And the Spey for castrating, 1 1/4 inch. They could also call this a pen point sometimes. And there you go. And you can see all of them have a very slight sharpening choil, which is kind of nice. I just noticed that. You can see right there. So, but no, actually not really. But the edge doesn't come all the way down to the base, so it might help you out in the sharpening stone just a little bit. Anyway, totally skipped the handle. You got nice wood. You have a nice shield. It's not pinned, however, but you're typically not going to see pinned shields in this price range. Again, here's the buck. No pin shield, but exact same location, exact kind of style, except the buck has like a little bit of engraved kind of stuff, and this is just written on the Ganzo. But look at the detail. Do you see any gaps at all? Nope. You see any gap between the wood and the bolster? Nope. Very good attention to detail. Very good attention to detail. Look at the back here. Do you see any gaps? Nope. Again, between the wood and the nickel brass, what do they call it? Nickel, brass, silver, nickel, silver. I don't know. Brass bolsters. They're brass. See any gaps? No. Very, very nice. And you can see nice brass pins there. Just like the buck, but for less than half the price. It really is amazing. So carrying this around closed, it's 3 1/4 inches long when closed just like this. And again, the weight is 1.9 ounces. Now, since I have this here, let me show you a neat trick. I might have to back up just a little bit. Let's say you got this knife, right, and you want to mess around with somebody at the bar, right? You can say, hey, look, see this plaque here? They put this on both sides, see? Right there, they got one there. They got it right there. Can you see? Ganzo. Right there. Ganzo. Ganzo right there. And then you go, watch this. Abracadabra. It's gone. Look at that. The plaque is gone on both sides. And of course, for those of you who could see my fingers really quick, you could see that I'm rotating it. It's easier like these skinny knives like this. It's very easy to do this little sleight of hand where you sort of, but you know, if your buddy's drunk, then they're gonna miss it. Look, no name knife, no name knife, da 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 da, no name knife, but oh, there it is. Ganzo is right there. See, Ganzo right there. Nice little trick. Well, I'm not going to like stab any wood or anything with this, because this is not the type of knife. It doesn't have a locking blade, but we can test the sharpness out of the box. So I think we're done with my notes. So let's go ahead and see if it cuts. Okay, see that? That's push cutting right there. So very sharp. Whoops. Okay, that's my fault. Very sharp out of the box right there. And by the way, we'll let you see this other side here. You can see I got this little logo thing going on, something new that Ganzo started putting, and you can see there they're putting a type of steel there, which is the 4116 German Krupp steel, And again, it is made in China, just like the buck. Just like the buck. Alright, so I'm sure all of you just as amazed as I am, and everyone's like running to GearBest to get these. So you better do it real quick because they have limited stock. But it is in stock, and it's $8.28. So want something classic, makes a good knife for a kid. You want to teach a smaller human, you know, how to be responsible with their first knife. This would be a good first knife. Be a nice gift, inexpensive. If it were the holiday season, it could be a nice stocking stuffer. It's a nice classic retro. Hell, I mean, you could even give this to Grandpa. They might appreciate it because it'll be just like the one he had when he was a kid. Here, whippersnappers, get off my lawn. Really cool. $8.28. You really can't go wrong. Awesome. Awesome knife. Not much. The only thing I can complain about is when you get to the really good higher quality, the slip joints will snap with more authority, and you will also have that half stop. That's not the case with this, but it's not, you don't see that in this price range. You got to go to the much more expensive, let's say, case knives and get their Stockman, and you'll see those kind of features in there, as well as even better materials and tolerances. So, but this is the best you're going to get for this price, absolutely. Alright, thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really do appreciate every friend, viewer, subscriber, and especially you. And I hope you have a great day or evening. Take care. Bye.